Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. Obviously, now we got to talk a little bit about everything else that has been going on. Okay? Everything else that's been going crazy. And it's been going crazy. Holy crap. Let me tell you guys. So, you want to talk about a whirlwind 48 hours. Within 48 hours, I decided I would do a test stream on Kick to see how it worked. I did a 20-minute test stream, and it looked incredibly smooth. So I said, well, if I'm ever going to try streaming on Kick, what I need to do is I need to stream a certain amount of hours and get a certain amount of followers and a certain amount of followers and a certain amount of viewing hours. Because once I do that, I will qualify to have monetization features and other features added to my channel. Okay? So, what I decided to do on Thursday was that I was going to have a fun special event on my day off from streaming yesterday. It was going to be the best of DSP. And essentially what it would be is me streaming all day a montage of my best moments. Funny clips, YouTube shorts, outtakes, but also some of my funniest moments countdowns from over the years, okay? This would be a good way to, number one, test to see if Kick would hold up with streaming, if there was going to be any issues that I would have to jump upon. And number two, it was going to give me the streaming hours required to qualify for monetization so that I could actually make, like, content over there and go from there, okay? Now, what is this? Who are these idiots? Wow, people are dumb. I'm just going to ignore the morons over there. Anyway, if you don't know, I have my Kick page open right now, and I'm looking, and people are saying the dumbest shit in the Kick chat. They essentially, that's what I'm seeing, okay? On Kick, you will get the dumbest trolls on the planet saying the dumbest shit constantly. Like, no exaggeration. I'm in my chat. You guys who are here all week supporting me, enjoying the content, and you made the goal happen for today, and you're like, yes, Phil, we can't wait for you to try the Krabby Patty. But now it's not going to happen because it's not available. And everyone's in chat's like, hey, that's good. You're going to do the Burger King meal. It's even more items. That's great, right? I look over at the Kick chat. And first of all, we've got people with insanely offensive names on there, right? We got people saying, oh, it's unacceptable. I overpromised and underdelivered. It's a bait and switch. It's a scam. What the fuck are you talking about? But do you see what I mean? Like, that's Kick in a nutshell. Is that basically the most unhinged trolls will go over there because they know that they can say and do whatever they want because there's no thing in place yet to stop that, right? So I just basically have to kind of, you know, not pay attention to that nonsense over there because, man, it's fucking just constant nonsense, all right? The funny part about it is when I was streaming and we had moderators over there and stuff like that, it was pretty much under control. All right, it was pretty much completely under control. It only seems like when I'm not there that these unhinged people will show up and try to, like, you know, talk. Because here's the thing. Unlike YouTube, on Kick, there's a constant stream of talking. The chat room is always opened. So people can go in there at any time of the day and say whatever they want, right? So, see, here they are. They're literally still here talking trash and stuff. Like, they don't realize I'm right here and I can just ban them. I can literally ban them while I do my podcast. I can really do two things at once. Like, it's not that difficult. Get it? Anyway. So how did everything go yesterday? Well, I have some big updates and statistics. All right, you ready? So basically, what I want to show you is the channel and how things went. So, here's my Kick channel. If you guys haven't found it yet, it's at kick.com/DSPgaming Real. And for the record, I might change that name. the thing is right now, all right, right now, what I want to do is keep it that because a lot of people already are watching videos where I'm talking about it, where they're just hearing about it. And I want to get a maximum amount of people to go watch the channel as opposed to me changing the name immediately. And now no one can find it because I changed it when people were just learning about it. Right. So here it is. And within 1 day of the channel being available to watch, 1,200 followers and climbing, by the way. It's actually increasing. So, FYI, for me to qualify for all of the good features of Kick, I need to have 1,500 followers. All right? So, FYI, there you go. That's what I need, and that's pretty good, actually. I've already got 1,200 in a day. I'm pretty positive that I'm going to get 1,500 relatively soon. All right? Yesterday, I streamed, as you can see here, for 7 hours and 7 minutes, and that qualified me the amount of streaming time to qualify for the affiliate program, which means that I can get monetization on the channel. All right? Viewers. Well, viewers, I had over 200 at one point, okay? And I actually had as low, I think it went down to like 80 by the end of the day because it was the same content looping twice. Basically, it played 4 to 5 hours of content, and then it just looped the playlist. So obviously, some people who had seen it all left. So we ended up at the end of the day with 80. But we started with like over 200 viewers over the course of the day. So I think it actually said on average, I had like 120, 130 viewers over the course of the day. This is great because you need to have 70 or 75 average viewers on Kick to qualify for, again, for all of their monetization features and things. Okay, so basically this stream yesterday was incredibly successful. I streamed as long as I needed to. I got the amount of viewers that I needed, and the test worked well, and all the quality was good. No one was complaining. The stream was very smooth. Okay, so there was only 2 downsides to streaming on Kick so far. Downside number 1 is, yes, because it's a brand new platform that I'm streaming on. I've never been there before. There's an insane flood of trolls who come and constantly say stupid shit in the chat, get into arguments, and that's going to be expected. In fact, that happened here on YouTube, if you guys don't remember, 3.5 years ago when I left Twitch and I came to YouTube to stream. The exact same thing happened, okay? So, it is what it is. We're going to have that for a while. The good news is I've got a mod team already modded. So I think it's like 8 different mods that are going to help me out over there. There were mods there helping me all day. There will be more mods helping me moving forward. They can't be there all the time, you know, but they're going to be there to help when they can. So that's number 1. The chat was definitely an issue. Number 2, the clips system of Kick is completely unhinged. And what I mean by that, they don't put any limitations on clips whatsoever. So even though I have moderation in place in the chat that says you cannot use racially charged words, you cannot say awful, you know, sexual content, all that stuff is not allowed in the chat, these people can do whatever they want in a clip. And by the way, I have not made a single clip of my channel, but the idiotic detractors made hundreds of them yesterday, saying the most disgusting things, doxing, like they were posting up my address and shit in there. And it's like, so what do I do? Delete? So you delete, and they just make more anyway. So after a while, I was like, there's literally no point to deleting any of these clips because they're just going to keep generating more anyway. So FYI, this morning, I contacted I contacted Kick support. They immediately got to me and said, all right, we're going to forward this to our moderation team. We're going to have them take a look at it and try to figure out what to do. But here's the good news, okay? All these morons who made the clips, all their names are attached to the clips. Because I didn't make any of them, they did. So anything offensive that they did in the clips, they're responsible for, not me. They're all going to get banned. So they're probably going to forward this to the mod team, and the mod team's just going to ban like 200, 300 people who idiotically made these clips yesterday. Okay? But outside of that, I have no control over it. There's nothing I can do. I'm not going to sit there and just delete the clips because they'll just make more anyway. It's kind of like the Hydra. You chop off one head and 2 more grow back in place of it. So what are you even doing it for? Right? So that's the attitude I have. Just ignore the clips. There's no point in even looking at them. But what I will say is this. Okay? Just listen to this. You, as fans of mine, can make positive clips, an unlimited amount of positive clips. And you can combat those morons by making positive clips. So if you go to the channel and you're like, oh, here's the 7-hour stream. Oh, this was a funny moment. And you clip it and you put a good name on it. You could actually just have that clips channel get kind of overrun more with positive rather than negative. I know that sounds weird and stupid because you're like, so wait a minute. A bunch of trolls did a bunch of negative stuff, so now you need the fans to go do positive stuff, and it's this big fight. I mean, yeah, that's kind of, it seems like that's what Kick is right now. It's just big drama website. That's how it's actually designed, okay? So if you like my content and you want to do me a solid and you have a little bit of extra time, if you want to head over and watch the archive stream and do some positive clips on it, like if we got 20 people each to do like a few clips, you'd combat the troll clips and get rid of them because they would all get pushed to the bottom. Do you see? So anyway, don't worry about the clips. Just ignore them. There's no point in even paying attention to them. They don't mean anything. You just don't look at them and you're okay. And that's what I'm doing. As you can see, I'm not going to look at them. I'm not going to waste time on them because they're awful. And, you know, it's a waste of everyone's time. Now, one thing that became abundantly clear yesterday, all right, on Kick, anyone can make any name and impersonate anyone they want and basically fool people. So, for example, I'm not even kidding you. For the people who are in chat right now, there was a fake Blastoise yesterday. There was a fake Miss Sparkles yesterday. There was there was multiple Fed Rogers. And Fed Roger, I saw you said in chat earlier that you actually got banned. I'm sorry about that. What happened is there were so many fake accounts, people were thinking the real one was a fake one. So Fed Roger, I can unban you if you send me your information. There was a fake Cabal. I think I saw a fake Cheetah Man. Like all the regulars in my chat had fake accounts. But what they did, they would put your name and then say real. So for example, I remember specifically the Miss Sparkles said, oh, I'm Miss Sparkles, but someone took my name. So I made a new account. It says Miss Sparkles Real. And this is really me. And then they would, talk for a while, but then all of a sudden they would sneak in something that was really weird or risque or offensive. So that's what they were doing yesterday. They were actually sitting there with fake accounts to copy regulars from my YouTube chat to make people think it was really them. Yup, there was a fake Jade for sure. There were multiple fake Jades. There was all these fake accounts. It was ridiculous. It was out of control. Okay, it was. So, yeah, it was a mess in that regard. But like I said, what'll happen is, over time, things will change. Over time, we'll get a group of regulars in there that we recognize. People will start getting membership or subs over there because they're called subs over there, and I get confused. And it'll change. It'll be just like it was here. It's going to be just like it was here, where at first it's very, very messy, and then eventually it's going to get clean. But it's going to take a while, okay? But right now, it really is like the Wild West. We got morons who are in the chat saying offensive things constantly, and I have to get rid of them. And then we got people posting up offensive clips, and now people are fighting the people with the offensive clips. So anyway, here's the chat room, and the reason I wanted to show you guys the chat room is because we now have all these features enabled. People have already become subs and gifted subs to the channel. All right? And there's all these cool things in effect over there. For example, there's premium badges that you're supposed to give to your biggest supporters. So someone last night gifted 25 subs to the channel, and I gave them one of 100 exclusive VIP badges that you can hand out to your big supporters on Kick. So they will always have a badge in chat to show that they're one of the big-time supporters of the channel. There's a leaderboard over there to track how many people, who gifted what, how many people gifted whatever. Okay? So it's pretty cool. There's all these things. And what I need to do today, when I get a chance later in the day, I'm going to set up the chat crown badges, because right now it's just using the generic stuff, and the generic stuff is pretty generic. I want to get the chat crowns over there, just like you guys have on YouTube. I want to have the chat crowns for subs over there. But I also have a ton, an absolute ton of emotes to add over there. I got them all to put in. I have like so many new emotes to add over there. All right. So, FYI, look at this idiot in chat, Billy Mitchell. Get him out of here. FYI, there's a few things to consider with Kick. All right. First of all, just so you guys know, tonight I want to do a Kick exclusive stream as my late stream, just to test the waters. This will be my first actual real stream on Kick where I'm making original content. It's not a test stream. It's not me messing around with the best of DSP. It's going to be a late night stream tonight around 7 p.m. Pacific time over on Kick. And it's going to be WWE Champions. Okay? I'm going to try it. I want to see how it goes. And what I'll do over there, there's two ways you can contribute. You can either tip or you can become a sub or gift subs. So that's what the income's going to be. There's no like super chats or bits over there yet. From what I'm to understand, they're setting it up to have that. All right. So tonight, for the first time ever, on my late stream, 7 p.m. Pacific time, on kick.com/DSP Gaming Reel, I'm going to stream WWE Champions. Okay? Now, hold your horses. Because some of you might be saying, oh my God, is this the end of Phil streaming on YouTube? No, not at all. Okay? This is just my first test stream to see how it goes over there. Will people show up? Will they contribute? Will it be profitable to actually be streaming on Kick? Now, in addition to this, FYI, it seems like the way forward with Kick is not just to stream on Kick. It's to co-stream. Now, we were looking at this the other day. This is Restream.io. And the reason that I say this seems to be the way forward, okay, is very simple. Kick requires you to stream a certain amount on their site in order to qualify for their best programs. But the amount of streaming is ridiculous. It's like, I think that it was like 15 to 20 days a month you have to stream over there. And I'm like, how am I going to stream 20 days on Kick, but also on YouTube? Like, how is that going to work? I mean, I would really be killing my YouTube audience if I did that. So what I'm now strongly considering is doing this Restream.io service and streaming to both YouTube and Kick, and then having the chats going and basically having two things going at once. All right. But I'm not saying every stream either. We'd have to figure out like what streams make sense to do that and what streams don't. Is there a reason to only do one for certain streams? Is there a reason to do both for certain streams? There's a lot of questions in regards to restreaming, or excuse me, co-streaming. One of the questions is, are you able to split quality? Because on YouTube, I broadcast at 15,000 kilobits per second, which is why my YouTube streams look so good. But on Kick, you can only stream at 8,500 kilobits per second, which is much lower. Now, for the stream I did yesterday, it was perfectly fine. But when I get to gameplay, like right now, if I was trying to play Street Fighter 6, on YouTube, it looks amazing. On Kick at 8,500 kilobits per second, it would look like crap. It would actually get choppy and not look good. You see? So these are the questions we have to ask. Can you do two different qualities? Does Kick auto-adjust? If I'm streaming to Kick at 15,000, will they downgrade it to the 8,500 automatically? Okay, I don't know. Also, there's the cost factor. Take a look. $40 a month to stream at 1080p. And that sucks. Because what if, and by the way, this is what I don't understand, build per year. So you're telling me that if I want to try 1080p quality on Restream, I have to pay them $470 because they only bill it per year? They won't let me do a 1 month demo to see if it works well and then like cancel after the fact if it doesn't work? That's shitty, you know? Like ideal state, right? I can pay $40. I set it up and I turn on a stream on YouTube. Everything looks exactly the same as it always did. But then it also restreams over to Kick at the 8,500 kilobits per second. And therefore, you can choose to watch wherever you want. If you want to watch on YouTube and you want to stay part of the community there, you can watch there. And I'm going to be in the chat talking and interacting with you guys as I always have. Or if you want to do it on Kick, I'll have that open as well. I can watch two at once. And then I can shout out contributions on both sites, right? So I don't know. Gaia is saying the encoder matters more than the bitrate. H.265 at almost half the bitrate is the same quality as H.264. Bitrate is only a component of quality. Yeah, and I can't do that. Dude, my setup's 10 years old. I'm using the ancient stuff. Mine is yeah, H.264. I can't do H.265. It's not possible. My hardware's too old. So I have to use H.264. There's no way around it. That's the problem. Now Darjack is saying, why not try the free OBS attachment? Because again, my stuff is 10 years old. I don't know if it's gonna work. Do I really want to start putting fucking attachments on OBS and fuck it up? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I really don't think I want to be putting add-ons and attachments and shit on OBS. OBS now works fine. Why do I want a chance fucking up my work setup? And then all of a sudden I can't stream at all because I put an add-on that fucked up OBS. You know what I mean? Like, that's a risky business to do that kind of stuff, right? So, I don't know. I mean, there's options here to try to figure out. It seems like this is the safest option where I don't have to mess with my setup at all, but then I have to pay $40 a month, set forward to $70 billed yearly, and then I have to figure out if it's even good, and if it's not, well, I wasted $500, right? Which is bullshit. Imagine that. Imagine if I try to do it and the quality's terrible, and it's like, wow, you paid $500 for this? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the best option is here. There's so much going on right now. My head's kind of a jumble. All right. Obviously, I'm very curious to see tonight when I stream on Kick for WWE Champions how it's going to go. You know, I don't know how it's going to go. Maybe people won't even show up. In which case, then it's a moot point. I gave it a shot, but no one showed up, so who cares, right? I guess we have to see who shows up if people are there to support. Remember, the way that I do it, is based on how much I raise. So, for example, if I raise enough to do a mega poll, then I'll do a mega poll live on stream. You know, doing the math, I will be accepting tips during tonight's stream, and the link will be there for people to tip if they want. But it's going to probably be based on the subs, and each sub is $5 on Kick. So it would have to be the equivalent, you know, of the goal. The goal is 150, so it would have to be I hit 30 subs. If I get 30 subs on the stream tonight, then I'll do a mega poll for zombies, right? So we'll figure all this out tonight over there, and we'll go from there. So if you're interested, all right, please head over to the channel and please follow it, all right? And tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific time, I'll set this up, and we'll do our first ever Kick exclusive WWE Champion stream. Now, don't worry if you're not going to be there, all right? That's okay. I'm still going to record, and I'm still going to upload the videos here after the fact. I'm not going to stop recording my content and uploading it to YouTube. That's going to stay a staple. Okay, so no worries there. I'm going to keep making YouTube content. Even if I'm not streaming it here, it's still going to be uploaded here after the fact anyway. Okay, don't worry about that. So that's what's going on today. What a wacky day, right? And the thing is, I wanted to talk about all of this before we got to anything else, because I knew it was so much to talk about, and I wanted to kind of get it out of the way before I kind of got scatterbrained and started talking about other things.
I got the drip going. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.